Keep it going for Grant Lyon!
I actually legitimately did have a death in my family recently, and I learned through that experience that you have to pay money to run an obituary in a newspaper. Did you know that? I had no idea. I thought they just automatically printed that when somebody died, but you have to pay money, which begs the question, why am I not paying money and running fake obituaries? This is a comedy goldmine, and we are missing an opportunity, America. They still deliver the phone book to my apartment. I don't know why, but they won't give up. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking through the phone book, picking out a random stranger's name, and then just paying to have an obituary for that person. It's like, Alfred Murray, this is gonna be a weird weekend for you. If you pay your money, they have to print whatever you say. That's awesome. You can just make up crazy ways that people died. Alfred Murray died from ingesting copious amounts of gunpowder after being inspired by the Katy Perry song, Baby You're a Firework. Done. Print that. After 83 years on this earth, Alfred Murray has just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. That is now an obituary. That is an obituary. I met my girlfriend's 81-year-old grandfather for the first time recently, and the very first thing he said to me upon meeting me was, well, at least you're not a black guy. And I did not like that, so I said, no, but I did sleep with one in college, and he did not like that even more. You shouldn't be able to say things like that. Like, it was the first time in my life I ever wished that I could be a different person underneath and just like tear off my face and have that Scooby-Doo moment where I like tear off my face and reveal I'm a black guy underneath just so I could rub it in like, surprise, I'm fucking your granddaughter. It's like, why are old people the one group of people that we just allow to get away with saying racist or homophobic things and nobody calls them out on them, right? Like whenever an old person says something like that, everybody has the same attitude of like, I should say something, but they're gonna die soon. And I understand why they do it, because they grew up in a time where, you know, interracial relationships, gay relationships weren't a big part of our social fabric here in the United States. Whereas like my generation, I'm okay with any type of relationship that exists out there today, because I grew up in a time where that stuff is around me. I grew up with it. It makes me nervous though. Am I gonna be like 90 years old someday and there's gonna be a new type of relationship out there that I can't even imagine today and I'm not okay with it? Like I'm gonna be this like 90-year-old dude sitting out on my porch like, I do not agree with a person dating a clone of themselves. I support same-sex marriage, but I do not support same-person marriage. It was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Petri dish Adam. Back in my day, we stuck our penises into butts and vaginas, not into ourselves. There's not many heroes left out there in the world. There's just not, you know? Like, for instance, you guys have probably heard the phrase, you should never meet your heroes because they will always disappoint you. And if that phrase holds true, I'm always very surprised that people want Jesus to come back to earth. Because he's a lot of people's heroes. Jesus was Jewish. What if he comes back to earth and he's not the sexy Jake Gyllenhaal type of Jewish? What if he's like the nerd, like the Nevish Woody Allen type of Jewish? You don't think that would ruin it for people? If Jesus was like, he who's without sin cast the first stone, but don't throw too hard, I'm nervous. Like if he does want to help people, but he's a hypochondriac about it, you know? Like, don't get too close, you have AIDS, I'll cure you from the other room. Does anyone have any hand sanitizer? That leper touched me. Like, or even worse, like what if Jesus can do all the miracles that we've heard about him doing, but he's just an asshole about doing them? You're like, what if Jesus, like, you know, can cure blind people, but he's always saying stuff like, I can make the blind see. Now see your way off my property. You don't think that would ruin it for a lot of people? If Jesus is the type of guy that, like, he does miracles, but they always come with strings attached. Like, I ain't raising your brother from the dead until you bring your truck over and help me move. I don't think Jesus should come back, because right now we remember him like the Beatles. If he comes back, we're going to remember him just like Ringo Starr, all right? There's so many like double standards in this country. Like I've noticed like all across the United States there are anti-abortion billboards, and they're always pretty much the same thing. It'll be like a picture of a fetus, and it'll have the words like, "I was gonna cure cancer, but then I got aborted, man." I don't understand why that billboard exists. I don't understand why that billboard exists, but the opposite doesn't exist. Like you've never seen a pro-choice billboard, you know, just like a teenager wearing a trench coat, and it's like, my mom didn't want me, so now I make pipe bombs. Too bad I wasn't aborted. Thank you guys.